You're watching Channel 7 in Boise, Idaho's news channel. Now, A.K. Leinhardt, Bob Holland, Mark Johnson on sports, and Rick Lance with Idaho's weather. This is the NewsCenter 7 Night Report.
Good evening. AK has the night off. A novel approach tonight to the Meridian daycare dilemma. Supporters of in-home daycare took their issue to the streets, literally. This float appeared in the annual Dairyland Parade this evening, an anti-daycare licensing float. A spokesperson for the group says the idea is to show the Meridian City Council there's a groundswell of support for in-home daycare. The Meridian City Council is considering an ordinance that some say would run home daycare centers out of business. A public hearing on the issue will be held June 14th. By the way, a young girl was hurt in the parade when she fell off that float. She was taken to St. Louis Hospital and treated for a minor leg injury. A bomb scare tonight at Seattle-Tacoma Airport. Police say a youngster carried an artillery shell home from Europe, and that touched off a frenzy.
It fell out of a bicycle packing box that bicycles are put in for airline flights. The round appears to be a projectile that's of old variety, probably used during World War II. Looks like it had been in the ground before this time.
The Seattle-Tacoma Airport terminal was evacuated and police canine units checked out the area. Investigators loaded the artillery shell onto a truck and took it to a concrete bomb bunker a short distance from the terminal. If you have something to say about a proposal to ban dam construction on Northwest streams, tonight was your chance to speak up. Public hearings on the matter have moved to Boise. The Northwest Power Planning Council is proposing the dam ban to protect fishing. Dams have blocked the fish from migrating to the ocean. Arguments at today's hearings fell into two camps.
Demonstrates Idaho's flag program for the Columbia River Basin and initiating...
There's one large group of people that feel like these resources should be protected. They're urging the council to go further than the council's proposed rule. While on the other side, there are people concerned about states' rights, about the state doing this.
Governor Cecil Andrus is supporting the ban proposal. Senator McClure opposes it. The Northwest Power Planning Council will vote on the proposal in August. President and Mrs. Reagan are back on American soil tonight after 10 days and 10,000 miles. Mr. Reagan left this morning from London, where he gave his report on the summit.
My personal impression of Mr. Gorbachev is that he is a serious man seeking serious reform. I pray that the hand of the Lord will be on the Soviet people.
The president said a treaty to cut long-range missiles is now within grasp. He also warned this talk of new friendship does not go too far.
But let us also be wary. Let us stay strong.
This afternoon, the president arrived home to a big welcoming ceremony, including full military honors. The Soviets are honoring their end of the INF treaty. Today, soldiers showed how they will dismantle launchers for medium-range missiles. The missiles themselves will be destroyed at another military base. The Soviets say many of the weapons would have been taken apart anyway because they are growing obsolete. Are some commercial airlines too old to keep flying? That's the question the FAA has been trying to answer this week. NewsCenter 7's Tom Ackerman reports from our Washington, D.C. bureau on some of the conclusions reached at an aviation industry conference.
The fatal mid-air crack-up of Aloha's 19-year-old Boeing 737 prompted immediate checkups of maintenance and inspection procedures throughout the industry. Manufacturers, airlines, and regulators spent 3 days at this conference asking themselves what else should be done for the long run. The general consensus, more of the same. More maintenance, more research, more attention to the human factor when it comes to aircraft inspectors.
What problems do they run into during visual inspection at night and looking for cracks? And what problems do they have with paint, with dirt, with lights, and all the other anomalies that happen? How tough is it to borescope a flap or a combustion changer on an engine?
And what happens during non-destruction inspection of 1,200 rivets? And they want us to do this.
The conference also proposed that the FAA or NASA buy some old planes and subject them to intensive examination, including tear-down inspections. FAA officials say they are not looking for any radical changes in procedure, and they heard nobody here suggest putting aircraft out of service based solely on their age. They did hear critical comments, though.
Comments by some that the paperwork system really is a good system. The problem is we're not getting people to follow it. And there really was a question by some as to whether or not the inspection was actually done properly on Aloha.
The FAA expects the industry to keep reminding itself of that need for continued vigilance as they tighten up their in-house controls. In Washington, D.C., Tom Ackerman, NewsCenter 7.
Growing concern over the safety of the Suzuki Samurai tops Night Digest. The company is sticking by its product, but others aren't so sure. Questions were raised after this test by the Consumers Union. It claims the Samurai can tip over at speeds of less than 40 miles per hour. Suzuki claims the Samurai is safe so long as it's driven properly. Mrs. Kitty Dukakis is resting this evening after surgery on 2 ruptured discs in her neck.
She was in good spirits this morning when she went in, and although she's woozy and kind of sleepy.
The bulls were stampeding on Wall Street today. There was a gain of almost 19 points. Analysts say falling interest rates had to do with it. This has been one of the best weeks on Wall Street ever. Since Monday, the Dow Jones average has risen more than 114 points. Idaho's economy is picking up steam as well. We'll have that story when we come back. And a little later, our resident stargazer gives us his expert opinion. We'll be right back.
Lawn care can be a real battle, especially when the enemy is weeds. But you can win. Hi, I'm Jerry Baker, and this is your secret weapon, Super K-Grow Weed and Feed from Kmart. For my money, it's as good as any product in the market, and the lower than ever Kmart sale price makes it your best buy. All's quiet on the weedless front.
Super K-Grow, only at Kmart. If you love cheese, you'll love Pizza Hut's new Cheese Lovers Pizza. It's loaded with tangy cheddar, mounds of Monterey Jack. Choose 2 irresistible toppings. New Cheese Lovers Pizza. It's only for a limited time. And of course, it's only at Pizza Hut.
It's on now. The first annual Deal Rider Sale. Over 1,650 new and used cars and trucks at the Boise State University Stadium parking lot, all on sale. Never before in Idaho history have so many cars and trucks been on sale at one location. Get special on-the-spot financing. We're open special hours, and we're open Sunday. That's right, open Sunday. 11 dealers, over 1,650 cars and trucks, all at the BSU Stadium parking lot. But hurry, this sale ends Monday. The first annual Deal Rider Sale at the Boise State University Stadium parking lot. Don't miss it.
More Idahoans found work last month. Unemployment is way down. 4.8% of the workforce was out of a job in May. That is down 0.2 of a percentage point from April. State labor experts credit most of the jobs growth to mining, timber, and construction.
We saw a 36-37% drop in unemployment insurance claims in the mining industry. Most of that would be mines reopening in the Silver Valley. We have a lot of construction employment.
Ada County recorded the lowest unemployment rate in the state, 3.2%, the same as in May. Canyon County numbers went up. The jobless rate of the Magic Valley went down 0.1 of a percentage point. There's talk tonight of new jobs at Micron Technology. Excavation work continues at Micron's new office complex and at its new manufacturing plant.
Basically working 7 days a week and approximately 3 shifts a day, so we will have some huge spotlights out there now so that the construction people can work during the evening hours. So we hope to start manufacturing prototyping sometime in early 1989.
Micron is confirming news that it will add another warehouse and more manufacturing facilities. Those projects remain in the planning stages, and it's not known How many more people Micron will hire? Talks between Boise Cascade and its unionized workers are at a standstill tonight. Last night, the union rejected the company's newest labor proposal. Workers remain on the job at Boise Cascade's 13 mills throughout the Northwest. So far, no talks have been scheduled. Some troubling numbers on unwed pregnancy in Idaho. 121 more babies were born to unwed mothers last year than in 1986. NewsCenter 7's Rebecca Coates shows us why.
Mommy loves you.
1 year ago, Sherry Nelson was 15, in junior high, and pregnant.
I had a friend that told me at the end of 7th grade, don't you come back here being a virgin. And I said, it took me a long time, and then this guy goes, well, I'll love you forever, and it just didn't turn out that way.
Sherry is one of 85 females who lived at the Booth Memorial Home for Unwed Mothers this year. Her teacher there blames peer pressure, no sex education, a lack of career goals, and tough economic times for Idaho's teen baby boom.
And it's hard, and you don't get the love because your parents are out there scratching to try and provide a living. And so they look for love in the wrong places, and people take advantage of them.
Pritchett says most people don't realize that teen pregnancy is a white middle-class problem, and Idaho has the 3rd highest rate in the nation.
And we've gone up every year. Since 1983, the nation has leveled off. In its stats, we've gone up 13 to 16% every year.
The costs of teen pregnancies are great.
I thought a couple times I was going to have a nervous breakdown.
But it's not just the emotional burden. The toll is heavy on the taxpayers, too. Many of the babies born to young females are premature, requiring greater care.
These girls have no money, so it ends up that the counties will end up paying for them, and some counties in Idaho have already bankrupted those funds this year.
This latest statistic on unwed mothers is not broken down into age groups yet. And here at Planned Parenthood, they point out that some of these pregnancies are not accidental.
I think there are women who feel my time to become a parent is limited. Women are not capable of having children in their 50s. And I think that many women have reached their careers and feel something else is missing in their lives and decide that a child is what's missing.
And for pregnant teens, Iverson says a shotgun marriage may not be the best solution. Sherry Nelson did marry the father of her child 2 months ago, but she gives a sober warning to those who think it's all fun and games.
It's hard. It's real hard. And they got to be careful, because I look at myself now and I get so frustrated. My baby's been sick and she screams and screams, and I get so frustrated sometimes I just want to hit her. But I know if I do that, it's just too hard.
Rebecca Coates, NewsCenter 7.
Funeral services have been set for that 15-year-old Jerome boy who accidentally shot himself yesterday. Michael Turner was killed here in the band room of the local high school while showing friends how to make a zip gun. Services will be held at Jerome Bible Baptist Church on Tuesday at 1 in the afternoon. Burial will follow in Jerome Cemetery.
Sofa City's Red Hot Summer Sale is on now through Monday till 6 p.m. Sofa and love seats just $399.95. Queen sleepers and inner spring mattresses only $399.95. Every sofa love seat combination in the store is priced so low that values to $2,200 are being sold at no more than $899.95 while they last, and U-Haul. Shop all the stores, all the sales, then come to Sofa City. No dealers, please. Doors open till 9 a.m. now through Monday till 6 p.m. Sofa City, 555 North Orchard.
In a modest little store in the heart of downtown Boise, Lee Reed Jewelers prepares to escape the consequences of the downtown construction. Lee Reed's has created a dimension of beauty, a dimension of quality, a dimension of style, and